As always, don't forget to check the video description down below for the best prices on parts and tools we use in today's project. Today, I have this 2003 Infiniti FX35. I believe it's all-wheel drive, and driving down the road and pop, 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 or knock, 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 knock. And when you turn, it especially makes some noise. So I lifted the vehicle, shook the tire, and that outer tie rod end is really bad. So I'm going to be showing you replacing the outer tie rod end. Let's check it out. First thing we're going to do, go ahead and lift the car. There's a little cap, and you can take a flathead screwdriver, pop that center cap off, and then you have 21mm lug nuts. Also, make sure you use jack stands, make sure you chalk the wheels, and once you get the wheel off, we're going to be looking at this right here, and here is our bad part. That is definitely a bad outer tie rod end. Your inner tie rod end would be that piece right there. This, I believe, is a 21mm right here, and you're gonna have a cotter pin. Where'd it go? See your little cotter pin, and your cotter pin is gonna stick right through there. You're gonna take a pair of side cutters, and what you'll do is you'll bend it straight. See, mine's straight. Yours, the ends will be sticking out, and then you'll come around and grab on the end of that head and pry your cotter pin out, and then you'll loosen this nut, and then make sure it's still on there, because as you can see, mine's broke loose. Yours is going to still be stuck up in there. So what I do is I take the 4-pound hammer and bam, bam, right up against here, and you hit it really hard with the 4-pound hammer, and make sure you hit on the knuckle, especially if you're going to be reusing your tie rod. But of course, if you're changing it, I mean, it's not going to hurt that bad to hit there. But if the stud popped out and stuck in there, that would be bad. So that's a good reason to hit it on the knuckle. So once that's popped loose, then before you take this out, you're going to want to break this loose. This is a 22mm. And then we'll take this nut off, and then we'll just spin the outer tie rod end off. Alright, so now I'm just going to loosen this. This will drop down. It's a good idea to count how many spins, and I'll just show you what it looks like. I won't do the whole thing, but like, there's one. And the other thing I do is I keep the nut snug up to it after it's been broken loose. I kind of tighten it back up against this, because this is your alignment. Once you replace this thing, you will need your car to be aligned. And so that was 1, 2, and just count. And this thing can also spin, so make sure this isn't spinning, but count how many turns it is coming off, and then when you put the new one on, make sure it's the same amount of turns, even if it comes flush up against the nut. And that's it, y'all. Once you put the new one on, you tighten the nut back, and then when you have it aligned, they'll break this nut loose again, and they will actually spin. There's a place here for a wrench, the inner tie rod, to adjust your toe. So that's it. You'll tighten that back up, you'll put this back in, tighten your nut back up, put a new cotter key through. You can reuse the old one, and then put your wheel back on, and that's it, guys. It's not too bad of a project. So thanks for watching.